Hello guys, it's Sunday, so here is your weekly dose of urban news. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and as always, a massive thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters and everyone else who keeps this going. In Seattle, Sun Transit has opened the long-awaited Cross Lake connection, which connects the east side to Seattle by tram line for the first time. This line is unique as it will be the world's first tram line which runs across the floating bridge. Usually bridges rest on supports fixed to the bottom, but in this case that wasn't possible because of the geological conditions. So this bridge is supported by floating pontoons that are secured to the bottom with cables. This type of construction is often used as a temporary solution, but here is the first time a bridge of this kind has been used to build a tram line. The new connection completes Line 2, allowing trains to cross Lake Washington between Bellevue and Seattle and creating faster and more reliable travel options throughout the region. In total, the line took almost 20 years to build. Its final segment includes 2 stations and spans about 7.4 miles, connecting the existing east side connection to Seattle Light Rail network. With the opening of the Cross Lake connection, passengers will for the first time have a continuous light rail route that connects the east side to the broader regional transit system. Trains are expected to run every 8 to 15 minutes from 5 a.m. to midnight. Toronto has announced an agreement on cost sharing for the construction of the Waterfront East transit line, which is expected to serve 150,000 residents. The 3.8-kilometer light rail line will run from Union Station to the Portlands and is expected to cost $3 billion. At the same time, development is underway for the new Portlands district on the site of a former industrial zone, which will cover an area of about 240 hectares. In general, that's a very good approach, providing public transportation for the new district right from the start, but the price tag is pretty astronomical, of course. Each level of government will contribute 1/3 of the funds needed to complete the project, but the provincial and federal governments have already stated that they will not be held responsible for any cost overruns. Construction start date isn't defined so far. The first 2 trams for the future tram line were unveiled in Lausanne, Switzerland, allowing testing to begin ahead of the opening scheduled for the end of this year. And this marks the comeback of trams to the city more than 60 years after the closure of Lausanne's original tram network in 1964. The first phase of the T1 line will run 4.6 kilometers from Flan in the city center to the renowned train station in the western suburbs, parallel to the main SBB Lausanne-Geneva line, and will serve 10 stops. The second phase will extend the line another 3.1 kilometers west from Renan to Villars-Sainte-Croix, with construction expected to be completed in 2027. In November 2022, the local operators signed a contract with Stadler for the delivery of 10 bidirectional trams. These 7-section stainless steel wagons are 45 meters long and have a capacity of 316 passengers. Ahead of the opening, information and safety campaigns are launching, including an open house at the depot on May 2nd. The government of Spain's Balearic Islands has announced the construction of a second metro line in Palma de Mallorca, which will stretch a total of 6 kilometers from Plaza de España in the city center to Secar de la Real and will feature 4 new stations. The project, known as Line M2, has an estimated budget of 230 million euros or 300 million including the purchase of 5 new trains. Line M2 services will use the existing Line M1 infrastructure from Plaza de España to Jacint Verdaguer and Son Costa. And from Son Costa there will be 4 kilometers of new construction, including the new stations at Son Hugo, Son Rossinyol, Son Espaces and Secar de la Real. Construction is scheduled to begin in 2029 and is expected to take about 3 years to complete, so Line M2 should be operational in 2033. The estimated travel travel time from the center of Palma to Secar de la Real will be 11 minutes. Line M2 is part of a broader strategy of railway network development in Mallorca, which also includes the opening of a new line from Sao Paulo to Alcúdia in 2031 and from Palma to Llucmajor in 2032. The state-owned company Belgrade Metro and Railway has signed a €915 million contract with Alstom for the construction of the first phase of Belgrade's first metro line. The first section of the fully automated Line 1 will run 15 kilometers between Makiško Polje in the south of the city and Karaburma in the northeast, serving 15 stations with 11 kilometers of the line running underground. Alstom is to supply 32 driverless 3-car metropolis trains, signaling and telecommunication systems, traction power supply equipment, tracks, platform doors, depot equipment, centralized control center, and comprehensive cybersecurity systems. The line will be equipped with a control system that will ensure fully automated operation with train intervals of up to 90 seconds. In total, it is planned to build 3 lines with a length of 65 kilometers. The cost of construction of the first 2 ones is estimated at €7 billion. In Mexico City, along with the opening of the Azteca Stadium for the match between the national teams of Mexico and Portugal, they reopened the Tasqueña Light Rail station. After 6 months of construction work, the station has resumed operations and now features a double platform which helps optimize passenger flow. The key improvement was arrangement of a large canopy covering the entire platform area, because previously the station was uncovered, which caused service delays during the rain. In Sao Paulo, a new 7.2-kilometer monorail line number 17 has been opened, connecting Morumbi to Congonhas Airport in just 20 minutes. Construction began in 2012 and it was originally planned to launch before the 2014 Football World Cup, but due to construction delays it happened only now. The total cost of construction is estimated at around $1.14 billion. The line is served by 5-car trains which are 61 meters long and can carry up to 616 passengers. Initially, the service will run Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., while operational testing will continue on weekends, and the government expects the line to be fully operational within 90 days. Meanwhile, Egypt has selected contractors to renovate the Al Raml tram line in Alexandria, known as the Blue Tram, which opened in 1863. The contract is valued at over €75 million. The project, commissioned by the National Tunnels Authority, aims to triple the line's capacity, cut travel time in half, and create a seamless connection with the city's future metro system. The work involves a renovation of tracks and catenary systems along the 14-kilometer line, as well as an upgrade of the depot to accommodate 30 trams. Reconstruction will begin in the 4th quarter of 2026 and is expected to last 24 months, with the line scheduled to open at the end of 2028. And that's all the news for this time. The links to the news sources, as usual, are in the video description, so thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.